Thanks for stopping by, guys, and welcome back to Scrap Mechanic. If you're watching this after the fact, this is a stream, so I will let you know that going into this. So my plan is to build a Sherman, more specifically the M4A2 Sherman with the 76mm gun. That is my ultimate goal. I do have some photos and reference images I'm going to be using for this. I need to have these up as well. I need to actually pull those up. And if you ever hear War Thunder music, it's because I have War Thunder open in the background as another reference if I want to just take a full look at it. There we go. I need to make some messages. Make sure everyone knows that I'm live. Hello, everyone that is joining. I'll start building here in a second, but I've got some odds and ends I need to do real quick. Yes. There we go. I think I'm ready. Let me get my reference image back up. Not now. Hi, sup. It's like a War Thunder version? The War Thunder, I do have War Thunder open in the background as like a reference, but I'm doing the M4A2 76mm. There's my reference image. It's the same image I used for the thumbnails, the same tank I'm going to be building. I need to make this a little bit smaller so I can see the comments. Okay, first things first is the gun. I want to try something kind of different with this gun. Need this open, there we go. And I need, what do I need? God darn it, I can't remember what it is. I was about to do something, I forgot exactly what I was about to do. Anyway, let's start building. I need these, already grabbed them. Bearings, I'm gonna need those. Need half a dozen of these items because we're gonna make the cannon first. I know someone suggested a mouse. Was that you? I've thought about it, but I want to get the Sherman done first. I know someone also asked for a leopard. The mouse is going to be really easy to build though, just because it's like really basic angles. The only thing I'm not 100% sure about if I do the mouse is whether or not I'm going to put two cannons in it. Because the mouse had two cannons, but I built this wrong. Oops. Had this, I think, I forget what the two calibers were. It was like a 75 and I think like 100 or something like that. I don't remember. I don't know that much about the mouse actually. T14. What is a T14? Oh, it's the brand new Soviet tank. That's what the T14 is. Oh, the mouse wouldn't be that laggy. I've built worse tanks. It's gonna be a bit of an issue. I'm trying to think of how I'm gonna do this because that turret for the Sherman is really weird. I'm gonna open War Thunder real quick because I need to look at this. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. It's not raining. I thought it was really new, the Armada. Yeah, it's a T-17 Armada, isn't that it? Alright, more than likely I'm going to have to do the same way I did with the, I'm just going to bring it out, the, Tiger. Same style of, I could just probably steal a gun out of the Tiger and say screw it. Woo. I just have to cut this front mantle off and I grab the gun. There we go. Okay. The Sherman has Abrams are cool, but they look like a bit sporty to me. The Sherman I'm looking at has a very square mantle, just like the Tiger does. It's a bit smaller though. And I'm gonna go with a green. Go with this green for everything. Where's the thing I need? There it is. Are you going to use the same cannon on the Sherman? Yes. I'm going to make some modifications though. God darn it. I don't have very good reference images of this Sherman. There's a decent one. Okay. I know how I'm going to do that now. God darn it. With a Tiger. Well, we need the same cannon on the Sherman with the Tiger. The issue being, pretty much all of my cannons end up being extremely similar. Anyway, so, power-wise, all my cannons are the same no matter what. So to make the Sherman's cannon slightly less powerful wouldn't make much of a difference for me. Let me get my reference image. I keep losing my reference image. There we go. Actually, I can't put that on there yet because I need to I need a bolt. There's my bolt. Okay, where's the machine gun port? I think that's the machine gun port. I'm on War Thunder at the moment. Yep, that's the machine gun port. So it's on the right hand side of the gun. It's right there. Shit. The machine gun's gonna stick out just a little bit on this version. I guess I could do that with the pistons. Alright, I need to put a pivot point in here, which is probably going to go right there. It'd been better if I moved this mantlet over one. Yeah, I keep changing things because I'm realizing just how it would look if I had done it better, planned better. No. Is this one? Yeah. Now I can put the machine gun there. Oh, that's gonna block me while we reload. No. What if I put the... Alright, I retract my decision. Because where I'm going to have to put the driver's seat. The driver's seat is going to have to go on the... That'll make sense because that's the side the commander's on anyway. Normally, I don't stream these, so I'm a bit... Yeah. Because usually I do all this trial and error off camera. There we go, that looks better. Because my driver's seat's going to be right here, basically. Wait, was that? How did it? Oh, I know how I did that because I did it off the gun. Blue, not at the moment. Because I really don't need someone running around the world right now. Okay, come on, get up there. Get on the gun. There we go. I need a good view of the top of the turret. The top of the turret is rounded. Good to know. The top of the turret itself is mostly flat. Where's my pistons? There they are. I'm gonna try this so it looks a little bit better. That one's already got something in it. My mic is too sensitive. Probably one of the reasons my keyboard is really easy to hear is because I don't have my streaming set up perfectly. Alright, I just made it just a tad more, I'll change my sensitivity just a tad bit more. Still too sensitive. Alright, that's a little bit better. Alright, I need the reference image of the Sherman. There is Sherman. If I scream over my keyboard, it will work. Well, the problem is just because a lot of the stuff I normally take care of in post, but because I'm streaming, I don't have post to do all the stuff to get rid of the clicks and stuff. I do have a noise gate, which should help with that issue, but it's not perfect. The Sherman turret's going to be really annoying just because of how round it is. The Tiger is pretty easy because it's really flat on most of its faces, other than right there at the back where it's really round. Alright, I need to look at my references. Okay, that's... Alright, it just keeps rounded till the back and then it starts to flatten out a little bit. Okay, I see where I'm going with this now. Alright, I'm gonna change my streaming filter just a little bit more. Okay. My voice should be just fine to hear, but when I click... Yay! My noise gate's working a bit better now, so hopefully you don't hear me spamming my mouse as much. You'll still hear it as I'm speaking. And it's too long of a rear turret. Okay, let's check this out. Alright. Actually, it's a really short rear turret. So I could probably even break this down even more. Which I think I'm going to. That's as far down as it goes. So let's top off the top here. I'm gonna do one more check. The top of this is actually like really sharp, surprisingly. So I'm actually gonna get rid of some of these edges I'm using. Because the top of this turret's surprisingly sharp. Actually, I guess it is a little bit rounded. Yeah, I'm going to keep the rounded just because I think it looks a little bit better. And I need to make my driver's compartment. And how I'm going to do that is I'm just going to raise this up a little bit. prop it up so we can actually like take a look at this from a distance. So see how it looks. The barrel got disconnected from the gun. I think the turret looks too stubby now. I want to extend this back out one more. Okay, that looks significantly better. I guess there is technically a 50 cal mounted to the top. There are some other odds and ends that I need to take into account as well. Now the roof mounted 50 cal I'm going to put there, but it's going to be decorative. It's not going to be functional for this build. What kind of decorative stuff can I put on the top of the Sherman? There's something there. There's just some really nice hidden hatches, and there's a light right there at the top middle. Okay. I want something a bit more discreet than that. I'll just use some of these then. You're a rock star? What? Okay. Where's the center of the turret? Right about there's close enough. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I need to make sure this is actually like around a turret. I need to put my chair mounts. Oh, I think I've already ditched the idea of one of the things I was playing for the Sherman. The Sherman's not going to be fully functional like I had intended it, but it is still going to be working. It's going to be working just as well as the Tiger was. Or I could still do that, I guess. You make non-functional turret. What? I guess I still could do that, couldn't I? Yeah. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Let me throw a seat in here. Oh, the machine gun turret. I see what you're saying now. Oh, that looks good. Yay. I'm happy with that. Oh, shit. Didn't mean to do that. I'm happy with how that looks. Okay. I need to get in here and cram some stuff in here. Okay. I'm just gonna rebuild this out of pipe pieces because it's gonna be better in the long run. Because it's gonna be a little bit smaller. That red, oh, when I put the accidental, don't want to have two axes. I guess if I put this over there, I could have... Yeah, I could have two axes, so I might as well. Does anyone know what I'm doing right now? I think it's kind of obvious because I think I've even mentioned it and the names popped up a couple of times. needed that. If this is how it's going to be, how easy it's going to be to put one of these on an MBT, I'm going to be using these from now on. I love this right now. Let's go negative. Let's go 5. 5. Now to put this whole turd on a bearing and check to see how well it does. I definitely need to add like a spring or something here to help with this weight. Actually, I want to bring this one more out. Spring. You can put on top of said spring. One place. I had to actually make this heavier now because of the spring here. I want something where the spring just barely can push this back up. Right about there, yeah. The original Sherman doesn't have camo. From most of what I've seen, it's like a dark green, or like it's little to no camo. It's mostly like just a dark green, complete dark green everywhere. Kind of like how this is just that dark green everywhere. Okay. So, which one of these is up? That's down. One, two, three. Oh, these are backwards. Crap. Kind of. Do I really like tanks? Yeah, kind of. Okay. Ah, crap. My seat throws me right here. I need to break some of these blocks so it throws me. Fuck me. Throws me back instead of into the block. I don't need to paint those. When I get out, yeah, it throws me here. Okay. I'm just gonna strap this to the back of the Tiger real quick, just for the sake of showing off what I've just put on this tank. That none of my other tanks have it. Oh, that's laggy as hell. Oh well. He. The Sherman has a stabilized gun. Haha. The Sherman has a 2-axis stabilized gun now. Thank you very much. Oh, it's so stupid. I don't know why I put all that effort in for a decorative tank. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not right. Why is that not right? Because that's 4. And these are both 3. So this needs to be one more longer. Yes, this is all vanilla. I do use glitches, but this is all vanilla, yes. It's gonna look a little bit off. I need to move this turret 1 forward. Will the turret disconnect anything? Yes, it will. Alright. I'll see you when you get back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Be a little bit heavier in the back, because I've given that spring a bit more oomph. I guess I could move the spring forward. Yeah, I'm just gonna move the spring forward. I thought I made that mistake earlier. Hi. Now if I go like that, it's close enough. I could maybe go a little bit heavier still back here. That's fine. And I'm gonna crank up that turret rotation though. That's better. Come on, get out. There we go. Thank you. I need to get my reference image back. There we go. I need to get that. There we go. Something doesn't seem right, but I think I'm fine. Alright, I gotta get in here and fill in these gaps. Okay, plan B. I'm undoing what I just did. Because I forgot to do these first. Do I ever use mods? Sometimes. It's rare. Like, very rare. Okay, I'm gonna save this real quick. I think I'm gonna get rid of this commander's little cupola. Just so the top looks a little bit better. Because there is one on the tank, it's just really tiny. Especially compared to the German ones. I'm gonna leave this little hump here so you can tell there's a commander's cupola, but... Sherman tank work in progress, because I am going to shoot the gun, and the last thing I want to do is blow everything up when I shoot this gun. That's an issue. What am I hitting? When I rotate this gun, what am I hitting? I see what I'm hitting. Ah, darn it. Okay, anyway, can I shoot? I didn't hook up a fire button. That would be helpful. Big red button. I need to hook this up to the seat. Fire! And there goes my barrel. Okay, so I gotta address two problems. One, my gun is hitting things as I rotate. So that means I need to move my gun back one block. Yay. Luckily, it's not gonna be that hard. My gun's only attached right there and there. Actually, no. Spud gun attaches it too. And there goes my whole thing. Yay. Which means I'm going to have to get rid of that spring, because that spring is going to be in the way. There we go. I need to put my spud gun back in. Now I can actually tuck it away, so it looks nicer. And where did that piece go that was on the... Oh, well, I'll just make a new one. If you implement camera steering. I actually did make a modded tank that used a camera controlled turret. Actually, it wasn't a tank, it was an armored car, but... Tank, armored car, similar things. Now, I should be able to rotate the entire gun just fine. I need to redo the spring at the back here. Can't tell I've done half a dozen of these tanks. Tonk. There we go. Now I need to lighten this up a little bit. There's the gun. One, two, three, four. Okay, that works just fine. Queue up to that, and I'm going to set you to 10 this time. Now I can raise my gun and I can rotate without it hitting on anything. I can lower my gun doesn't really go that low just because it's cosmetic tank and all. You can see a bit of my turret ring, but it's not half bad. I could definitely do that better. So I am going to do that better. Now, if this works and I can rotate my gun all the way, then I'm going to call this a success. And that is not a success. Okay, never mind. We're not going to do that because it's hitting the gun now. I just guess we'll just have to deal with that little bit of gap that we have there. A tad bit annoying, but I guess we'll have to live with it. Okay, I need to come in here, guns loaded, I need to put a fire button, and I need to troubleshoot why this cannon didn't fire that last time we used it. Can't you put paint pistons like you did elsewhere? Ooh, I could. I'll do that here in a second. Fire. Shit, didn't hook that up. Fire. There we go, I just needed a slightly longer barrel, which I've already fixed. Art. Yay. Now if I raise my gun all the way up, will the gun slowly come back down? It will. So I do need to actually add weight back to the back of this. So if I go like that, that's all right. Yeah, I actually do need to take some of that weight off. It's kind of fine tuning right now. All right, I'm gonna call that good. Let's put some of these pistons here. I need to put the turret at a 45-degree angle so I can get to these a little bit easier. There we go. And I can't do these. Can I even get to... I can't do those either. Can I get to those? Yes, I can. So I'm doing these front and back, or left and right. I'm not actually sure which way this will come out when I finish. So these were placed which way? God darn it. There we go. Okay. Let me save this one more time, and then we can start working on the chassis. Sherman tank work in progress. Yes, I know it already exists. Which way did these end up, by the way? Okay, they ended up front and back, just like I wanted. Alright, I'm loading more thunder back up so I can take a bit more of a look at this tank so I can make sure I'm doing things right. Okay, that's about 2 or 3 blocks. Front. I'd say about 3 to 4 high. How far does that stick out from the mantelet? I'd say that's actually probably a bit overkill. No, that seems fine. Alright, and 2 to 3 blocks high. So my tracks will need to begin down here. Can I cut into this, or that goes into, yeah, that goes into my chassis, darn it. I actually want this to be skinnier. Okay, I'm going to work on the front first, because that's going to be the easiest, because it's literally just one big slope. Just the incessant clicking as I paint these. Okay. I'm gonna kind of see how big the turret. So the turret and the top of the hole, top half of the hole, are about the same height. So that's 4 blocks high. That means my hull is going to be about 4 blocks high. This is going to be one big fucking tank. It's not going to be to scale with a Tiger, by the way. Should probably let you know that by now. I wonder where the Tiger, or the Sherman's exhaust is. I need to find that out before I finish this tank, because I need to put the exhaust on it. Okay. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. I do want this to come out to the edge until we get towards the end where I actually need to... Actually... No, I do want this gone. Because that's right where one of my bogies is going to have to sit. So... I think right about there. Actually, yeah, right about there. This is just a test placement. Alright, get rid of those, get rid of that. I need this. Because this is going to go back. Come forward, come forward. This can just come forward. This goes like that, like that. And I need a gas engine in the rear here. Okay, that broke. Let's turn you down to about 4. And let's go ahead and put some wheels on you. I already know I'm going to have to cut more of this off. Oh, I don't want to do that because that's going to cut straight into the... My only option would be to lower it one more, which I think I'm going to have to do. Hi. Let's increase this. There we go. So that's a bogey. A single bogey. And the Sherman has 3 of those? Yes. That's how many blocks apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's where the actual... Hopefully this doesn't kill the frame rate, because this is going to be a lot of bearings here. If this kills the frame rate, I might have to go to something a little bit simpler. Oh, I forgot to put the limiter on that one, didn't I? There it is. So if I bring that down... So that's what the bogies will look like. And then I'll have the large wheel here somewhere. So I need to get all of these on. Are you going to make the chain or not? No, I'm not going to make the chain because frame rate. Frame rate. I've seen one functional tank with an actual track, and that was Alstrak, and I was there with him, playing the game with him, and my god, the frame rate was at like 2 frames. How am I insane? I'm not the one who built the thing. The tracked, we ended up taking, it was back when the Mark II was still a thing, was still like the newest thing. And we took the Mark II's gun and strapped it on top of the tank that he built. Just keep in mind, this is the Mark II. That's the Mark 20. Where's the Mark II? Is it MK2 just like that? There it is. That's the Mark II. That thing's ancient at this point. Okay, I need to get rid of this engine because I need 2 of them. And I need to put wheels on all these. I need to put limiters on the other side because I forgot to do that. Here in a second there's going to be a bit more weight at the rear, so speaking of that, let's actually get more weight at the rear. Let's actually get these engines and stuff in place that are going to drive the tank. And we also need to get that big wheel here. I could go for a big wheel or I could just go for a small one. I think the big one's going to look a lot better. If I'm doing it that way, then I need to drop this one lower as well. So it needs to go there. Wait, did I do that correct? So if I have a big wheel... Oh, that's... Does this tank actually shoot? Yes. Let me save it before I do so, just in case something goes wrong. Sherman tank work in progress. It also has a stabilized gun. Yay! My first tank to actually have a stabilized gun, and it's this thing. Am I loaded? No, I'm not loaded. Propellant, round. Drag and drop your propellant, put your round in, now you're ready to fire. I don't have my aiming system set up yet, which is dumb of me. Ready, aim, that was my suspension braking. Fire. Hey. I could just go for 2 small wheels. I think is what I'm going to end up doing. It's going to look better. And it's going to be easier to do. It's like that. That way, I can grab this. And that was my suspension braking again. So it just means I need to turn these down a little bit. Once I get this tank balanced out, hopefully I won't have that much of an issue. If so, I'll need to address it. I don't get it. How did you actually shoot? I mean, like the mechanism. Wait, does that tiger have a gun still in it? Yes, it does. Wait, it might not. This might have been the one I stole the gun out of. Does it still have the gun in it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't look like it. Nope. Alright. Let's just load up a tiger, just because tiger tank has a very simple gun in it. Basically, what happens? The game, when you, oh, god darn it, this is a really old version. Can't get out of here. There we go. Okay, when you hit a block with a spud gun, it imparts power on it. It shoots it, moves it, it pushes it. There you go. Cardboard also gets destroyed by it. So it calculates that force, that push, before it calculates the destruction. So what's happening is, when all these spud guns hit the cardboard, it pushes the cardboard and the round. But the cardboard is destroyed. So all of that force goes to the round, which propels it at high speeds. These bearings, what they do is the bearings make it so that the game considers this. Let me actually just put this on lift. It considers this section and this section two different pieces. Well, so the gun and the round, two different pieces, which allows it to push that force. So when it fires, it puts a lot of force on the cardboard and the round, then the cardboard is destroyed, so all that force then is transferred to the round, which goes flying at such high speeds. And the reason it goes flying through all of these blocks is just because the round is going at such a high speed that the game can't calculate hit detection. It can't calculate collisions in time, so it just phases straight through all of these solid blocks because it's just traveling at that high of a speed. Which is also why if you hit a tank with a round, sometimes it'll penetrate the tank's armor and explode inside. Ah, darn it. That goes straight into the... So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to put all this back. And I'm going to... Did that make sense? Kinetic energy is spelled with a C. Or not a C, with a K. Centric energy. Wait. Looks cool, but I'm broke. Cool. No, the tank, but sure. Huh? Know the tank, but sure. I don't understand what you're saying. Centric energy. Now this rear wheel that I'm about to put on is going to be purely decorative. It's not going to actually be driven. And I'll make this look a little bit nicer back here. You're getting closer, Blue. C-I-N, kin, E-T, et, ick, I-C. So C-I-N-E-T-I-C. Okay. I need to get this bush out of my way because I can't see what I'm working on. There we go. I'd say this is coming along quite nicely. We're not quite there yet. I'm gonna hop back in War Thunder so I can get a better look at some of the things I'm working on. Okay. So then that goes like that. That drops off pretty much exactly at the rear. There we go. It's pretty much after this wheel. Is where the tank just ends, basically. For the time being, I'm going to cut a hole right here so I can work with the stuff I need to work with. And there goes my suspension again. Alright, I need to reduce some of the weight at the front because it's breaking the suspension. Which, because this is a cosmetic tank, I don't really care about how effective it's going to be at battle. It's less of my concern right now. Let's go straight into my turret. There we go. And the frame rate is starting to drop, which is not a good thing. But okay, I need to make all of my driving systems now. I'm going to be a bit sloppy with this. Not easily measure weight. Technically, yes, but yeah. There's not like an in-game scale that you can just load in really easily. There goes my suspension again, it broke. I might have to go with something other than this bogey that I'm using. I guess I could go with... my suspension is breaking. I'm gonna have to address that suspension. I'll drive it real quick just to see how bad it is, and then we'll have to address that suspension. I'm just stuffing electric engines, just because they're quick and easy, and they're what I use for all of my tanks, and those aren't going to fit because... screw me. I guess I could just stuff them into the floor. Alright, you to go to you, you to go to you. That's 7 wheels, darn it. Okay, so this front wheel's not going to be driven. Oh well, boo-hoo. Also, that was not going to be driven. If you build a tank, nobody gonna drive it because it don't even protect you. What? If I build a tank, nobody gonna drive it. Oh, I see what you're saying. I got it now. Took me a second to understand what you were. Took me a second to decipher that slang. Okay, let's go with a nice, steady 5, 4. Alright, I need to increase both driving and turning. The issue being right now, the frame rate is not high enough to sustain a fire rate, so I can't actually shoot my gun right now. That is an issue that needs to be addressed. Don't you want to make a little window thingy in front, like a driver's hatch? That's slightly better frame rate. You aren't driven, so I can take a bearing off you. That's better. Not exactly. So the turret's stabilized, so I'm not actually touching the turret. I'm just turning the tank, and the whole turret itself is being stabilized right now. Yay. Now I'm going to turn the turret. I'm putting free cam on so I can... And I'm going to raise my gun, and as I hit some of these bumps, you'll see the barrel should stabilize. Right now the frame rate's still an issue. I'll have to address that. The gun has a very limited range of motion, so it's not perfect. You'll see it does try and stabilize on some of this terrain. But the gun's range of motion is so limited that it just doesn't work completely. Why is my elevation so bad? That spring. That spring, what's preventing? Yes, that is the spring. I need to... Wait, is it the spring actually? No. I see what it is. I need to delete a block. In order to do that, I can probably get it from right under here. Yes. Not that I know of. Okay, I want to try something. I want to save this, and I'm going to rework a few things. Yes, I am aware that already exists. Your frames will be insanely better if you just dab. Fuck off. I don't dab. That's significantly better. So either less driven wheels, or if this works, I can just get rid of my steering system entirely. I put this on a lift. Lower it. What if I put another stabilizer right up here? Okay, my turning rate is significantly lower, but I am getting a much better frame rate. So, I could multiply my stabilizers, or I could just make one really stupidly powerful one. That's an option. I'm going to get rid of this stabilizer on the front. Actually, I think this is the one I'm going to keep. I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to have to rework this one. 2 orange, 2 orange. But I'll need 2 bearings for that. See you, Knight. Okay, and I need to make this have 2 bearings. Need bearing. I need this. I need that, and I need a spring. This is sick. Oh, that's significantly better. Holy shit. That didn't go right. Something didn't go right here. That's why. Red 30. Make sure that's saved. Yes, it did. Okay, those are reversed. Okay, the frame rate does dip here and there. Alright, I'm going to paint this up. I'm going to save this as the new version. Because I'm still not done decorating. I still have quite a bit of decorating to do. I just got the basic shape there and functionality there. So yeah. Alright, we'll shoot a tiger. Let me get a tiger. Tiger. I want to get my multicam tiger because I think it looks a little bit better. I could probably make the Sherman a little bit faster. Okay, I need to grab my ammunition. Okay, frame rate's pretty bad right now. Do I need to go poke the tiger? Give me a second, I'm gonna go poke the tiger. I'm not gonna end it soon. I still got a lot of work to do on this thing. Like, I'm nowhere near done. I just got the basic shape down. Maybe I need to put this on a lift. There we go. That reset it. Now we're back up to good frame rate. Ah, fell. Because I don't even have, like, the aiming system's not even enabled. Fart. Misfire. Fart. 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 Bounce. Fart. Okay. I need to finish hooking things up. And decorating. So first things first, I need to get the machine gun hooked up. Or Bart. Ta-da! There's the aiming machine gun in now. So if I go like this, reload. I want to hit the lower plate. Hit the lower plate. Fart. That absorbed it. Alright, I want to crank up these engines. Okay, turn turret. Turn turret. There we go. This is a speedy little Sherman now. I wanna make this gun traverse a bit more than it is right now. So in order to do that, I need to cut that. Fuck me. I just cut all my buttons off. Gosh darn it. I forgot my buttons were attached back there. I guess I'll just have to rewire those, won't I? The Sherman's, from what I understand, the Sherman's like an alright speed tank. It's not extremely fast. Wait, that's not it. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Four, 5, 6. Okay. Let's save this before I break it again. Sherman tank work in progress. Save, yes. Let us start painting the bogies down here. All this fun stuff. I'm gonna try and cover that up a little bit. To be honest, it's at the bottom of the tank, so you're not gonna really notice. The bogies you can see from the sides pretty easily. They're really obvious. Okay. Let's see. Sherman does have a machine gun slot on it. It's right about there. Once again, this is going to be a non-functional machine gun. It's got 2 lights right above the tracks. On each side. I need a dummy switch to put these on so that they don't, or a dummy gate, I guess. There we go. I got a gate. So I can put these lights on it. And these lights have cages around them. It looks way too big and bulky. I didn't even finish this lower mantle yet. Where's my... There they are. Let's see what else. I could put the gun lock on here. I think it's more time than it's worth, though, to get it to look nice. Okay, top of the turret. I need War Thunder. There's 2 hatches, but I really can't do much with those. Looks wise. There's a big knot right there in the back of the turret. There's a big, I'm just gonna use a bolt. I need to put a... There's half a dozen of these little like filling ports and stuff on the back. Let's see what else. There's some side armor, little plates. Those are spare tracks, it looks like. I guess. I can't really tell what they are. Yeah, they're spare tracks, definitely. Got taillights. I didn't know the Sherman had taillights. That's something I didn't know. I'm not gonna make them red, just for the sake of still keeping camouflage. This is gonna go up to my little dummy switch up front, wherever that went. There it is. I want to put a little basket on the back here. And then I need of these. Actually, I want to move this over because I'm going to put a spare. Let's see what else we can put on this. Oh, the machine gun needs its ammo storage. The top machine gun needs its ammo storage. Durr. Almost forgot that. Oh wait, I have a belt there. I don't actually have an ammo. I'm just gonna cut this gun off real quick. And I'll put it back in here in a second. Move gun. I'll put you back here in a second. There we go. Yeah, I'm not a fan of how that looks, actually. If I did something like this, though. Ah, that looks better. I like that now. In War Thunder, you press your space bar to fire machine guns. For at least how my controls are set up. Drift tank! Woohoo! longest Sherman. I guess I could cut some of this off. This is a little bit long for a Sherman. Alright, I want to fix this barrel traverse issue that I'm having. Oh, I hit caps lock. Oops. Okay, I need to get into the gun without cutting things apart. Okay, let's just lower this on my head, please. I have bogey suspension. It is realistic. Shut up. I have bogey. You've been here for 20 minutes just quietly simmering in the background there. Okay, get this off my head. There we go. Actually, I need to get in that seat. There we go. Fuck. Okay, that's a much better traverse. I do need to bring that spring a little bit down, though. Or just add weight to the rear. Thanks, Blue. Okay, I think that's going to be about as good as I can get it. Balance-wise. So now my gun should be stabilized. He's somewhat stabilized. You still make new MBTs? Yes, I do. I've just kind of... Okay, drift tank. I want to turn down that stabilizer, though. Yes, I do still make MBTs. I've just been taking a break to make more cosmetic ones. Because the big thing I've been waiting for is stabilization, which I finally finished, as you can probably tell by the fact I have stabilization on this tank. Fuck me. Stabilization was like the big next thing that I've been trying to develop and finally got it working. And this was kind of my trial run for that stabilization. Yay. Okay, I forgot to turn down my turning. Oh wait, I did. Durr. It's still really powerful though. go online for a second. Wait, am I not online on Steam? Oh, it says I'm on War Thunder. Why does it show I'm in War Thunder? Oh, probably because I am in War Thunder. Because I have War Thunder open in the background. Because I was using it as reference for... Okay. There we go. Now it shows I'm in Scrap Mechanic. So yeah, this is a full stable turret on it. Austrax here now. Okay, let me save this. Actually, I'm going to do a few touch-ups real quick. So this is my Sherman M4A2 76W, I think is what it was. Was it M or W? W. Save. Oh, I didn't save it with a load rounded. I went to resave it. Darn it. Load it, then save it, then... Sherman M4A2 76W. Why did that not ask me to... Wait, is it 70? It's a 76, not a 75. I can just delete this one. Yeah, because that says 75. It's not a 75. It's actually 76. I do believe. I see something falling. I see multiple people driving around my world now. Ooh, drift tank. Frame rate is 20 frames. Might be because of me. Boy. Let me put this on a lift. It is most definitely caused by me. I could probably increase my bogeys. That might help. Well, the frame rate is based off who hosts. Blue. It's not based off your frame rate. I guess you could. So what do you think, Hellstrike? You like the tank? You like my Sherman? Oh, this isn't harmless. This is not harmless. You want to shoot it, Blue? Here, let me load it and I'll let you shoot it. Let me get a tiger. Oh, that dropped the frame rate. Alright, you can't really shoot at the moment, Blue, just because frame rates. I didn't do the exhaust on this one. Okay, the frame rates. Alstrike, can you put the Sherman on a lift? I'll put the Sherman on lift. Alstruck, what are you doing? Alright, I think this is going to be the end of the stream because I did the Sherman. The Sherman's built. It's working. Also, did he put the Sherman on lift too? Yeah, the Sherman's definitely on a lift. Alright, so I'm going to end it here. If you did enjoy, please leave a like. Any suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. Enjoy the channel, enjoy what I'm doing. Please subscribe, it helps a lot. And right now, shares help the channel the most. So if you do help the channel, please share this episode with a friend. Thanks for stopping by, thanks for sticking around, and until next time, peace.